Hi, folks. You are watching and listening to another edition of Sipping Off the Cuff on Tequila Aficionado Media. All of our channels and networks. I'm Mike Morales here in sunny Southern California. That gentleman out there is
Bryce Taylor in Austin, Texas.
Bryce. You may know him from, he's all over Instagram. He is the Austin Tequila Connoisseurs is his handle on Instagram. So if you don't follow him, you need to. He is also one of our TJs, one of our tequila jockeys, because he is one of our graduates for the Consumer Catador course, which we are currently revising. So it'll be available probably very shortly. In the meantime, I'm excited when this came across to me. The CEO, the founder of Tromba, reached out to me. I've been connected with him on LinkedIn since he started the brand. And he reached out. He goes, I have two things I want to send you. I said, what is it? He goes, I'm going to send you Cedano, and I'm going to send you Cafeto, which is their coffee liqueur. And I said, okay. And I said, so I figured this was going to be up Bryce's alley. And so here's what we got. We got the Tromba, Cedano, and technically they're calling this a Reposado.
Mm-hmm.
So it must be, there's got to be a reason why. And Cedano is the name, Marco Cedano is the master distiller of Tromba. And in 1974, I was still in high school. I think I was a sophomore, I don't know, freshman. He started working for Don Julio. He was doing Don Julio's master distiller, because people don't know this. Alex is one of the few people who have actually interviewed Don Julio, who's a real person, or was, before he passed away. He was a teetotaler. He was an agave grower. He didn't drink tequila. So I guess he had somebody make a special blend for him and for his family, and that was it, because he was too busy selling his agave to bigger makers. And somebody said to him, why don't you make your own tequila? And thus Don Julio was born, and Marco is the original master distiller of Don Julio.
Wow.
But he is also now a partner and the distiller of Tromba, and he's been that way for a long time. And I guess this is a salute to him as well.
Yeah. It says
What do you know about this?
commemorating 50th year of making tequila. Like, wow. Longer than I've been alive.
Damn, 50 years. Can you imagine? Yeah. We've been around. Now, Tequila Aficionado has been around. This year's our 25th anniversary. He's been around 25 years longer than we have. Okay. Yeah. So you can only imagine the stuff he's seen come and go. Wow. And so what do we know about this? It's got his signature on there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a price point right now, but I'm sure we'll get to it.
Yeah,
I think we opened it up. We just broke the seal off of this puppy, and I'm anxious to try it, man. I'm gonna put this in a Glencairn. I know they're calling this a Reposado. We're gonna find out why. Wow. Oh, did you get a synthetic cork?
It's synthetic.
It's a mixture, a blend. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But a heavy metal topper.
Yeah, very heavy.
Got some weight to it.
Somebody, you could throw this at somebody and break a window.
I don't know if that shows up, but
yeah,
it says Cedano on the top.
It's got his name on it. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, 100% agave.
Whoa. What a nose on this, just from the hello. I'm gonna pour mine in the Glencairn. That's what I'm using.
The Harito.
Now, this is it looks like a hand-blown bottle because it's got bubbles on it.
Yeah.
It's okay. I was going to say it looks darker in the bottle, but it's actually not a bad color. So
yeah, it's a cool bottle.
It's elegant.
Simple but elegant, yeah.
Yeah, simple and elegant. I like that.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm okay with that too.
Yeah.
You know it's a special bottle, but it's not over the top, hand-painted gold and,
Yeah, shape of a motorcycle or something.
Yeah, well, I don't know. The one we had shaped as a motorcycle was actually pretty good.
Was it? Yeah.
Yeah. It was Route 66.
Yeah.
It was a Reposado only. It was very good. Very well made. But I digress.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
What are you
Yeah.
getting?
I mean, I'm getting the bud, like the cooked agave, like the
Yeah.
caramelized
Yeah,
agave,
yeah, yeah.
but then all the spices that I get from French oak,
Yes.
like
It's
the
very
baking
spice
spices,
forward.
mhm, baking spices, but like maybe like honey. There's something sweeter as well, which I get a different sweetness out of French oak than I do American oak.
And even used French oak, like if French oak, generally speaking, is used in the wine business. So if it's housed wine before, then it's going to have some of that characteristic. If it's used, if it has been coopered for the brand, it's never been used, so it's virgin. And virgin French oak is a whole different animal than
Yeah.
used French oak. Because the only virgins that I know in a French oak barrel are the ones at Casa Noble, because they have their own cooperage, make their barrels exclusively for their tequila. So their elements are completely different from a used French oak barrel. In fact, it would
Yeah,
be
but it's really, yeah, kind of floral, a little floral, like it's real pretty.
yeah, it's a lot lighter than I expected.
Yeah. So yeah, French oak can get pretty dense.
Yeah,
Like I feel like
very
it imparts flavor quickly.
yeah,
Yeah.
very it overtakes the
Mhm.
the
Yeah.
the flavor profile completely, completely over the top. But you got to know that that's what it is. Otherwise, if you didn't know what that was, you'd say, "Oh, it's got additives in it." No, that's the French oak
Yeah.
doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a lot spicier than I thought, and not as sweet on the nose. And I'm
Yeah.
and I'm swirling it now on my legs and tears. It's taken a while for it to form, but it's got there we go. Nice body. Wow, look at that.
Yeah. Yeah. Mostly legs. I get like, yeah, it's got a
Yeah,
good cut.
it's
Yeah.
taken its own sweet time to come down to the liquid. There's some pretty thick legs and tears.
Hopefully that translates into viscosity. Yeah, I'm ready to dig in.
Yeah, let's go there because I can talk about the nose for a long time. It's got good alcohol too. That's what I'm looking for.
Mhm.
I'm looking for some decent alcohol coming up. All right, here we go. Mm. Mm. I'm
Mm.
sorry, not spitting this one out. Wow.
Yeah. That spice comes through.
This one goes down like a cognac.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's like delicate. I mean, I say delicate, but I mean it's spicy. But
It's
I kind of
but you know what?
like
It's
a fine
leaving
line from that.
it's leaving a mark. It's not
Mhm.
it's approachable,
Right.
it's not over the top with your French oak aromas at all. But it's dense. We were talking about the viscosity and the mouthfeel.
Mhm.
It all happens on your palate. You get that cooked agave, you get
Yeah.
you get this dense spiciness, but there's something else, and I can't even say it's like leather or tobacco because I'm not getting that yet. That was just my first pass, but
Like a clove.
that's it. That's it.
Clove. Yeah.
Cloves. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
But yeah,
knew
the
that's the kind of spice I was getting, but not. It doesn't lean toward the sweet spiciness. It's more of a
mm-mm.
dense spiciness. The clove tends to be denser. It's not
Yeah.
a sweet baking spice.
Yeah, the agave is good. It's that you're getting that kind of buttery, caramelized agave. You get like a little bit of honey, that type of sweetness. And then yeah, all those barrel spices, clove. Um,
Mm.
it's 40% ABV, so it's only 80 proof, but yeah, it does kind of drink like it's a
Mm.
cognac. Yeah.
Mm. There's a beautiful retro nasal. There's something else in there that I can't place. It's sort of sweet, but not really. It's sort of bitter, but not really.
Yeah.
And it comes across on the aroma and the flavor, especially particularly for me, the retro nasal. There's another quality in there that I can't
Like
pinpoint.
sage or something. There's something like herbal.
I'll go sage, I'll go rosemary,
Yeah.
not jasmine. I'm not getting that because not.
And it's not like that
I have a
strong.
jasmine out in the backyard, and it's in full bloom right now, but it's not that sweet. Because I would expect that from a Highlands tequila, from a Blanco,
Yeah.
and it's not this. So it's clove. How about like uh some what's the word? Something that I get in Scotch, and I've only done a couple of these, particularly when with Jim, because Jim is a big Scotch and whiskey guy, and so is Eric, and they
Mm.
can pin, they can. It's like hay. It's a hay kind of a. You called
Yeah.
it too. I think you said something like sage.
Yeah.
It's sagey. It's like hay. It almost goes down like the really fine Scotch, but not really. It goes down like a cognac, but not really.
Yeah. Yeah. It's unique for sure. I think
Yeah,
it's
wow.
well balanced.
Oh, it's beautiful,
Yeah.
especially when you're dealing with French oak, because I did a tasting with Rick on Cierto, and they use that French limousine barrels, or French oak limousine barrels, and you got to set it apart. It can't compete with the other añejos and reposados because it's just not. It's going to blow everybody away because bourbon and whiskey barrel notes are way different than French limousine oak. It's just not. It's not fair. you know.
Yeah.
And I think this is what I would do with this one. Now, why are they calling it a reposado though? That's what I want to know. Do they tell us? We didn't get any POS from them, but I know that there's information that's out there. Um, I just want to see why. What are they blending it? This could be a blend too, couldn't it?
Yeah. I don't, even their own website doesn't give an aging time.
Yeah, and it's not even listed. They have
Yeah.
the three they have the three expressions of tromba. And if you haven't had tromba, folks, you need to just get it. That's it's just a beautiful tequila. The original founder is Canadian, and he and I have been connected since he started the brand. Um, Let me
I
see.
mean, I see someone's notes online, so I don't know if this is correct, but they're saying aged for about 4 months and then finished in a toasted Pinot Noir barrel. So I guess
So so
they
there
probably looks like maybe they used their repo aged 4 months, and then they're saying they flash char, I guess the Pinot Noir barrel, and then age it for 2 months, 2 additional months. So it'd be a 6 month repo, but finished, which also makes sense because they use the term finished in French oak casks on their bottle. Here, it's gonna be hard to see. So that could be the case.
okay.
And that's why we're not getting that overbearing French oak, because it's only 2 months in French oak. And then a Pinot Noir could be where we're kind of getting some other flavors that we're not pinpointing.
You know what? The website has a separate, I don't know why it doesn't come up on the website. I went to Google and Googled it, and there's an additional page that for some reason doesn't come up on the website. I'm not sure why. So it
Yeah.
says, let me read you what it says. It's the culmination of 50 years of experience and representative of the journey of Marco Cedano's lifelong passion to craft the world's finest tequilas. And he has, no doubt about that. Marco began his journey in tequila with one guiding principle: to honor the agave and the land from which it comes. And I'm connected with him on LinkedIn, and we communicate very often. We interviewed him for one of our books as well. The man is and his son is no slouch either. His son is also a master distiller, Rodrigo. and his apprentice, so he's learning from the master. Marco, along with Rodrigo, have created a fitting testament to his 50 years and the legacy of the Cedano family. Okay, I've crafted a Reposado tequila of unmatched flavor. I agree. Um, Soft, warm wood, dried fruit. It says vanilla. I'm not getting that. It's not that sweet for me. Toasted cashew, almond, and peanut. That's what I'm getting. I'm getting
Yeah.
nuts.
Yeah,
That's what it
yeah.
is. And you know what, Bryce, you called it because that's with the clove. That's what it. That's clove is not. It's a baking spice, but it's not sweet. It it
Right.
it leaves a definite aroma and flavor that you can sense. You can pick it out from all the baking spices. And I
Yeah, I
think,
could get that cashew. I don't get peanut, but I get cashew, I can see.
yeah, almond, cashew, and peanut. I get that. And it's toasted. I agree. Now they keep aromas of vanilla and aged wood. I don't get that vanilla. You hit it, caramelized agave. I do get that. It says hints of cherry, soft florals, and fresh citrus. I'm not getting either of those. To me, I think we called it. I think it went more herbaceous.
Mm.
With uh, sage, clove, maybe even a hint of rosemary. A dense rosemary. Um, it does the aromas and the flavors don't lean toward the sweeter, more aromatic side like a jasmine or you know, I don't even get citrus. I don't know if you're getting any citrus, but I'm not getting. I would
No, I
I
mean,
would expect like an orange citrus, like an
yeah, I was
orange.
about to say, if anything, at the end, kind of the finish, maybe like orange bitters, but it's not strong.
I'll tell you what, it's complex enough with so many layers that you could be here all night with one pour, you know,
Yeah.
and it's amazing. This is this guy is blowing my he will blow your palate away and your head is like it's gonna explode
Yeah.
because there's so much. Oh yeah, yeah.
It's easy.
Yeah,
Easy.
let's just go there.
Yeah.
We had a promised nominee. Now they're calling this a reposado. It's not even a reserva. I mean, I don't do we know? Okay, read those notes again. You said that there was some blending notes that you got from somewhere.
Yeah, well, it's someone's, yeah. So they said aged about 4 months, finished in a toasted Pinot Noir barrel, which I'm assuming is French oak. Goes back into the barrels after a flash char for 2 months.
So
So yeah, so
so
I'm guessing that's a
technically,
4 month. I'm guessing they're using their base repo like 4 months, and then pulling it and putting it for 2 months in that, I guess, new char Pinot Noir barrel, which would be French oak for two
right,
months.
right.
And then that lines up with what they're putting on their bottle where it just says finished in French oak casks. Once you say finished in, I mean, typically that means it's been aged in something else previously.
Right. Finishing it and finishing and polishing are terms that are used in whiskey, scotch, bourbon,
Mhm.
and they were, you know, that's an art. I know
Yeah.
we I know you and I have talked about, the additive situation and finishing and polishing, part of that, part of that process, which was an art. Maybe people don't look at it like that, but part of that was using additives to make it a little bit more consistent. And they were using a soft hand with that. Learning to use an additive was an art. And there are some tequilas and some scotches and whiskeys where they do it all the time. Now, because of the diffuser, and nobody uses it as an art anymore. What Cedano is doing, he's doing all of that just in the barrel management. If he's proving that if you use the barrel management properly, and you know how, you could come up with something that is so unique that you don't need to use an additive. You don't need to,
No.
but finishing and polishing, and part of that is, yeah, blending it, putting it in another barrel, pulling it out. That's finishing and polishing, and it happens a lot in whiskey, happens a lot in rum, sherry. He's using some old world techniques for tequila, and it becomes cutting edge.
Yeah.
I mean, it even stays on your palate too. That it clings to the palate naturally.
Right.
Because
Yeah.
why he picked Pinot Noir, I don't know. And what the funny thing is, it's not leaving. Like, you get some you and I have had Juan de Leon, where it's aged in wine barrels, and you'll see it.
Yeah.
It'll leave a brassy note.
Right.
So your añejo, your reposado, your extra añejo have like a red highlights on it. This
Yeah. You
one,
get that copper color. Yeah.
yeah, you don't get
Yeah. No,
that.
this is still golden. Yeah. This is raw honey, golden.
In fact, I think your point about sage honey,
Yeah.
because you can make, depending on where your bees are from, you
Right.
get orange blossom honey, you get sage honey, and sage honey is different than orange blossom honey. It's
Yeah.
if go to Trader Joe's, folks, and buy yourself a cup of, real honey, because I know you and I've talked about it, and people, when you say the word honey, people go, "Oh my God, it's got additives." They give you the cross, right?
No,
And
no,
it's
yeah.
not like that.
I'm not
It,
talking about the golden bear honey,
yeah,
like
right.
natural honey, that, yeah.
Natural honey is a way different. Clover honey
Oh,
is another one that we
yeah.
get a lot. Get
It's,
yourself 3 different types of honey, and you'll
yeah.
figure it out. And even and Bryce and I have had ones that were not so much honey, but honeysuckle. And honeysuckles
Right.
are different. That's a
Yeah.
blossom. That's a whole different animal. You start to really dissect this thing, and yeah, you're right. I think this is more like sage honey. It only says honey on the notes, but because he picked out sage and I picked out, and sage and clove,
Mm.
I would say, yeah, it leans more toward that kind of honey than this in the citrusy honeysuckle and all that, the more sweeter notes. This is
Right.
really dense for what
Yeah.
it
No,
is.
not white sugar, not corn syrup. Yeah. No, none of
Yeah,
that.
yeah, no, there's
Yeah.
nothing.
It's really, really pretty.
It's amazing, and
Yeah.
it really goes down like an extra añejo. I mean, there are extra añejos that don't have this kind of character. Wow. I
Saw a price search.
Yeah, I've seen it. The search on it, it
Yeah.
goes anywhere from 150 to I thought one
I've seen,
place that I found
I've
it was
seen
like
99
99. Yeah.
old town. So I saw 99 to about 125.
125. I saw it. It was
Yeah.
150. I tell you what, if you can get it for $99, do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Get two. Because you're not going to find an extra añejo with this kind of character. Rare. I mean, I could probably pinpoint one or two, but this baby, holy cow, man. Congratulations to Marco and Rodrigo. This is beautiful. It's
Yeah.
just gorgeous. Yeah. Brand of Promise nominee.
Yeah.
Obviously,
Sure.
it's going to have its own category. If I put it up against other Reposados, it's just going to blow everybody away.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's definitely a unique repo.
Now,
Yeah.
this
No, that's
guy,
great. Yeah. I didn't know all that about him, but yeah.
yeah, that's why I said it to Bryce, because I know I knew it was up his alley, but that he hadn't had it yet. Because a lot of times Bryce
Yeah.
gets all these tequilas that we don't get yet. I don't know how, because we've been around longer, but whatever.
Yeah.
Sooner or later I'd surprise him, because I think when you did your when you did your final with me, I sent you a mixed
Yeah.
up.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm trying to make up for it now.
Yeah. No, that was smart. And I was like, well, I thought you were just going with the simple trick of like, well, does he actually think I won't know there's a mixto? But then you told me, you're like, no, I have to
Yeah,
pick
he's
something
probably
that
going,
actually,
"How stupid do you think I am?"
yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
No, man, I'm smart. I'm stupid like a fox. Mm,
Hmm. Yeah. Well done.
well
Well done.
done. Congratulations. Golf clap. Guys, ladies, I think it's it not just I think, first of all, at $99 is affordable all
Yeah,
day long. Get one and get one to gift. It's beautiful. The presentation is gorgeous. But the juice, it stands up.
yeah,
And the master distiller is a genius. He's a mad genius. He's just, he's not, Felipe Camarena, because everybody's, put him on a pedestal, but Marco belongs on that pedestal as well. Um, it's amazing. This is just gorgeous. And if you're thinking it's going to be like some of the other extra añejos or special reservas and stuff, it's not. It's a whole other animal, and one that you really deserve to stick around and nurse it. And
yeah. Use it as a special occasion. You
yeah,
know,
exactly. And at $99, because it's a reposado, I mean, let's face it, your extra añejos are going to be higher than that.
right.
You can gift this
Yeah,
all day long and nobody's going to fault you for it. It's a great gift. It's a great celebratory tequila. 50 years.
yeah,
What's not to love, right, Bryce?
yeah. I agree.
Okay, well, that's our take. If you folks have had
Yeah,
it, what are you paying for it? I wouldn't put it in a cocktail. I think it's got enough character that I could pair it with a cigar easily.
yeah,
You know, one that you can match the flavor profile with the cigar. So you want to go, again, don't want to go over the top, but you don't want to go too sweet, because this tequila can overpower whatever cigar, anything wrapped in a Connecticut wrapper. I know I'm talking to the cigar bros right now,
yeah.
but that's part of it. And with food, what kind of
Mhm.
what kind of cuisine? We're not even looking at Mexican cuisine. I'm talking what kind of this will be Texas barbecue, man.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. There's spices there. Yeah, it would go great. Yeah, good brisket. Yeah, all day long.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
that's a good idea. I'm gonna do that next time. Yeah, I'm just gonna. Yeah.
I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't use it as a barbecue sauce.
Oh, no, no, no. I just mean a
Because
pour.
I
Yeah,
know Jack Daniels does that. They have their own barbecue sauce, and
yeah,
you could use Jack Daniels you could polish
yeah.
your jewelry with it. But no, this as a food pairer,
Mm,
I'm telling you, you could. After dinner with a cigar,
mm,
you could even go with chocolate. And I would go, for
yeah,
me, I would use a higher than 70% cacao. A
yeah.
65
Yeah,
would be
go with
too
the
sweet.
stronger.
Go darker.
Yeah.
I have some from Trader Joe's. It's like an 85% cacao from Uganda, and it melts in your mouth. Those
Oh,
you break off a square, melts in your
squares. Yeah.
mouth, and be perfect for like a chocolate pairing.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Good
So,
idea.
oh man, I'm glad I sent this to you, because you
Yeah.
picked out some of the notes that I couldn't place. I couldn't place it, and it was like you got it. You did. You pinpointed it. See, that's why I learn from my students. I learn from guys like you. Because I don't know everything. 25 years, I'm tasting everything. That's our
Yeah. No,
take.
no, no. Yeah.
That's our take on Tromba. Cedano, if you've had it, tell us what you're doing with it, how much you're paying for it. Don't put it in a cocktail unless you absolutely, positively must. I wouldn't. What are you doing with it? If you're pairing it with cigars, tell us which cigars you're pairing it with, okay? Desserts, I think it stand up to a nice, we celebrated my sister's birthday yesterday, St. Patrick's Day. We had a big chocolate cake that was, a good tiramisu would be really good with
Yeah.
it.
That's what I was just thinking. Because with the cinnamon on top, I'd go
Yeah.
perfect with the spices. Yeah.
Yep. There you go.
Yep.
So what you're doing with it, tell us. But whatever you do, follow us on Instagram, follow us on Twitter, follow us on Facebook, follow us on our website, sign up for the newsletter, and whatever you do, tomar sabiamente.
Sip wisely.